Good morning, children. Now we have to study about socio-religious reform movements. For the last 4 days, we have been learning or we have been studying about socio-religious reform movements. For the last 4 days, we have been studying this one. Now we have to study about Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda is considered as one of the greatest social and religious reformers of India. Swami Vivekananda. During the year 1863, he was born in the land of During 1863, he was born in the land of Calcutta. 1863 period, he was born in the land of Calcutta. His initial name was Narendra. Narendra Nath Datta was his initial name before becoming the sannyasi. His name was Narendra Nath Datta. The main idea of Narendra Nath Datta was to know about the spiritual life of India. He, Narendra Nath Datta, decided to know about the spiritual life of India. So, he met Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He met Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was a priest of Kali temple. In Calcutta. In Calcutta, one place was there known as Dakshineshwar. There, one Kali temple was there. Then, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was the priest of Kali temple at Dakshineshwar. And Swami Vivekananda met him. Then he received sannyasa from Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He received sannyasa. He received sannyasa from the hands of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He received sannyasa. Then he received a new name known as Swami Vivekananda from Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He received that important name. Then, during 1893 period, World Religious Conference was held in America. The name of the place was Chicago. In Chicago, World Religious Conference was held. In that conference, people from different parts of the world participated. They belonged to different religions. All of them participated in this meeting. Swami Vivekananda did not get more time to speak. He got only 1 or 2 minutes time. Within 1 or 2 minutes time, he spoke to the people of America. He started his speech by telling, "My brothers and sisters of America, my brothers and sisters of America. That was the beginning of the speech of Swami Vivekananda. Through this speech, through the Chicago speech, Swami Vivekananda became world famous. Chicago meeting and Chicago speech made Swami Vivekananda one of the greatest personalities of the world. Then, before going to Chicago, what happened? He came to old Karnataka state known as Mysore state. Before going to Chicago, he visited the old Karnataka state known as Mysore state. He visited Mysore state. Then what happened? There Chamaraj Odaya, was the king of Mysore during those days. See, Swami Vivekananda met Chamaraj Odaya and spoke to him regarding the World Religious Conference. Chamaraj Odaya gave money to Swami Vivekananda in order to go to America. And Swami Vivekananda told Chamaraj Odaya to start schools for the untouchables or Dalits of Mysore area. Chamaraj Odaya started 3 schools, not 1 or 2. Chamaraj Odaya started 3 schools for the untouchables of Mysore area. He started 3 schools for the untouchables or for the Dalit people of Mysore area. He started 3 schools. For the untouchables or for the Dalit people of Mysore, he started 3 schools. Then he started RK Mission, Ramakrishna Mission. Swami Vivekananda started Ramakrishna Mission or RK Mission. For what purpose? He started RK Mission in the land of Karnataka. Ramakrishna Mission was started by Swami Vivekananda in order to inform the world regarding the greatness of whom? His teacher, that is Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Now in different parts of the world, Ramakrishna Mission is having so many schools, colleges, hospitals, orphanages and other institutions. So many institutions are there in different parts of the world in the name of Ramakrishna Mission. So many institutions are there in different parts of the world in the name of Ramakrishna Mission. So, Swami Vivekananda and Ramakrishna Mission is important social reform agency in the land of India. Ramakrishna Mission. Now, what is that? Swami Vivekananda is known as one of the greatest personalities of modern India. He has been known as, he is known as one of the greatest personalities of modern India, Swami Vivekananda. He is known as or has been considered as one of the greatest personalities of modern India. Balagangadhar called Swami Vivekananda as the father of Indian modernism. Father of Indian modernism. There is a name given to Swami Vivekananda by Balagangadhar Tilak. Once more I will tell you children, see, we are studying about social religious reform movements. how the changes happened inside the land of India. How these kinds of changes happened in the land of India that we are living. Socio-religious reform movements. How these kinds of or how these types of changes happened in the land of India that we are living. Socio-religious reform movements. Now we are reading about Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda was born in the land of Calcutta in the year 1863. Then his initial name was Narendra Nath Datta. His idea was to study about Indian spirituality. He was really planning to study about Indian spirituality. His main idea was to learn or to study about the spirituality of India. For that purpose, he was eager to know the specialities of a teacher. Then, during this time, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa lived in Calcutta. In Calcutta, now also one place is there known as Dakshineshwar. Dakshineshwar is the name of a place in Calcutta. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was the priest of such a temple. He was the priest of that temple. And that was a Kali temple. There, Swami Vivekananda met him. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa considered Swami Vivekananda as his student. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa considered Swami Vivekananda as his disciple or student. He received a new name after receiving sannyasa. That name was Swami Vivekananda. He received that name. Then Swami Vivekananda studied everything from his teacher, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. During 1893 period, World Religious Conference was held in the land of America. World Religious Conference was held in the land of America in the year 1893 period. World Religious Conference. In that meeting, Swami Vivekananda participated. He did not get much time to speak in this meeting. He got only 2 minutes time to speak. That speech made him as famous throughout the world. Before going to Chicago meeting, he had visited Mysore state. Chamaraj Odayar was the king of Mysore state during that time. Chamaraj Odayar. He met Chamaraj Odayar. Then Chamaraj Odayar gave him money in order to travel to America. Swami Vivekananda told Chamaraj Odayar regarding the condition of untouchables in the land of Karnataka state. So, with the advice of Swami Vivekananda, Chamaraj Odayar started 3 schools for the untouchables of Mysore area. Then, Swami Vivekananda started Ramakrishna Mission, RK Mission. He started Ramakrishna Mission. Now, under Ramakrishna Mission, there are so many schools, colleges, hospitals, dispensaries, orphanages, etc. throughout the world. So, Bala Gangadhar Tilaku considered Swami Vivekananda as the father of modernism in India. Father of modernism. Now we have learned about another socio-religious institution of India, Theosophical Society. In Sanskrit, it is known as Brahma Vidya Sangh, Theosophical Society. Theosophical Society is known as or considered as one of the greatest institutions which started in the land of India. It was started in 1875. During the 1875, Theosophical Society was established in the land of America by Colonel Olcott and Madam Blavatsky. These two people established Theosophical Society or Brahma Vidya Sangh in the land of America. Then, in the land of India, it was Adaya. In the land of India, it was in Adaya that Brahma Vidya Sangh or Theosophical Society was started. Theosophical Society of India became active with the arrival of Annie Besant. With the arrival of Annie Besant, Theosophical Society became very active in the land of India. With the coming of Annie Besant from Ireland to India, Theosophical Society became very active with the coming of Annie Besant. She was born in the land of Ireland. She was born in Ireland. Then from the land of Ireland, she came to the land of India. She did not support the British people of India. Throughout her life, she worked hard for the benefit of Indian people throughout the land of India. So, she became the leader of Theosophical Society of India, Annie Besant. Then she translated Bhagavad Gita. Annie Besant translated Bhagavad Gita into English. Really, Bhagavad Gita was written in Sanskrit language. She translated Bhagavad Gita into English language. English people were able to understand the greatness of Indian culture. She started a journal known as New India. She started a journal known as New India. A journal known as New India was started by Annie Besant. She asked the people of India, or she told to the people of India to learn or to study about the rich culture of India. She told Indians to study or to learn about the great culture or rich culture of India. She told the people of India to learn regarding the rich culture of India. Then, what were the major ideas of Theosophical Society that we have to think? Then, universal brotherhood. universal brotherhood. Theosophical society advocated for which one? Universal brotherhood. That was the main idea of Annie Besant. Annie Besant told the people of India to consider others as our brothers, not only the land of Indians. Annie Besant told the people of India to study the ancient culture of India. That was the idea of Annie Besant. After studying the ancient culture of India, Annie Besant told to the Indians to consider people throughout the world as our brothers. Universal brotherhood. Universal brotherhood was the most important idea of Theosophical society. Second idea means another important idea of this one was philosophy, Dharma philosophy. What is that? Annie Besant told the people of India that Annie Besant told to Indians that we have believe in Dharma. That means if we want to get moksha, our Dharma should be correct. As human beings, we have to follow so many Dharma. That was a major or that was important idea of Annie Besant. Our Dharma is very important. Annie Besant told to the people of India. Dharma we have to keep as safe as possible. That was opinion of Annie Besant. Then Indian philosophy. Indian philosophy. What is that? He told to study, Annie Besant told to the people of India to study Indian philosophy. Indian philosophy is world famous. What is the meaning of philosophy? That we have to think. Everything is having its own reason and result. Everything do have its own reason and result. That is the meaning of Indian philosophy. Everything is having its own reason and result. That is the meaning of Indian philosophy. Without reason, nothing will happen. That is the idea of philosophy. So, Annie Besant told the people of India to study Indian philosophy. After studying Indian philosophy, Annie Besant told the people to study Western philosophy also. That was the important idea of Annie Besant. So, without knowing Dharma and philosophy, we cannot study anything. That was the main idea of Annie Besant. Hidden power of the people. Hidden power of the people. What is the meaning hidden power? Annie Besant told that inside the mind of India, Annie Besant clearly told that inside the mind of India, people have their own hidden power. That was opinion of Annie Besant. Inside the mind of India, people have their own hidden power. All the people should find out the meaning of that hidden power. That means inside the mind of all people, more power is there inside the mind. Inside the mind of the people, more power is there. It is our duty. What is our duty? It is our duty to find out how much hidden power is there in the mind of the people. That was idea of Annie Besant. Once more I will tell you, children, we are studying about socio-religious reform movements. Socio-religious reform movements. Then, now we have to study about Theosophical Society. Theosophical Society. Theosophical Society in Sanskrit, it is known as Brahma Vidya Sangha. There is a meaning. Then, Theosophical Society first of all was started in the land of America. Some people are thinking that Theosophical Society first of all started in India. That is a wrong idea. Theosophical Society really started in the land of America during the year 1875. Madam Blavatsky and Colonel Olcott started this society. Madam Blavatsky and Colonel Olcott. These two people started Theosophical Society in the land of America. They started Theosophical Society in America. Their main idea was to teach the people regarding spiritual life of different types of people. That was their main idea. Then, the headquarters of Theosophical Society in India was Adaya. Adaya was the headquarters of Theosophical Society in India. Now also Adaya is there. Adaya is there in the land of Chennai. Adaya is there in the land of Chennai or old Madras. Then Indian Theosophical Society became world famous with the arrival of Annie Besant to the land of India. Annie Besant was not an Indian lady. She was born in Ireland, in the continent of Europe. She was born in Ireland. Then, from Ireland, Annie Besant came to the land of India. From the land of Ireland, Annie Besant came to the land of India. She came to India. Actually, she should have supported British people. But Annie Besant did not support the British people. Instead of supporting the British people, she supported only Indians. So, during the time of British people, Annie Besant suffered a lot because of British people. Because British people expected that she would support British people. But Annie Besant did not support the British people. She supported only Indians. So, during the time of India's freedom struggle, Annie Besant spent more time in the British jail. She translated Indian Bhagavad Gita into English language. She translated Bhagavad Gita into English language. Bhagavad Gita was really written in Sanskrit language. So, British people got an opportunity or chance to understand about the rich culture of India. Britishers or British people understood the greatness of Bhagavad Gita also. Not only Bhagavad Gita, she translated so many books from Indian language to the foreign language. In that way, Annie Besant taught the people of Europe regarding the greatness of Indian culture. She taught the Europeans regarding the greatness of Indian culture. And she started one magazine also. One magazine or journal was also started by Annie Besant. The name of that magazine was New India. Through the magazine New India, Annie Besant asked Indians to study about the rich culture of India. She asked them to study about the rich culture of India. Then, what were the major or what were the important ideas or ideologies of Theosophical Society? I tell you. What were the important or what were the major ideas or ideologies of Theosophical Society? That I will tell you. First one was Universal Brotherhood. Annie Besant and Theosophical Society told to the people of India to develop Universal Brotherhood. She told the people of India that all the people of the world are our brothers. So, we have to develop Universal Brotherhood. That was the idea of Annie Besant. Then, Dharma. Annie Besant told that if we want to attain moksha, Annie Besant clearly told that if we want to attain moksha, what we have to do? We have to believe in our Dharma. If we want moksha, we have to believe in our Dharma. That was the main idea of Annie Besant. Annie Besant asked the people of India to follow our own Dharma. Then philosophy. Annie Besant asked the Indian people to study the ancient philosophy of India. We have our own philosophy, Indians. Indians do have our own philosophy. So, Annie Besant asked the people of India to study Indian philosophy. After studying Indian philosophy, she asked the people of India to study Western philosophy also. So, Annie Besant asked the people of India to study Indian philosophy and to study Western philosophy. After studying Indian philosophy and Western philosophy, Indian people will be able to know about the rich culture of India. This was the idea of Annie Besant. Then Annie Besant told that inside the mind of India, people have their own hidden power. Hidden power is that no human being is weak. That was the idea of Annie Besant. Annie Besant told that no one or no human being is weak in this world. No one or no human being is weak. That was the idea of Annie Besant. So, Annie Besant asked the people to find out the greatness of their mind. These were the main ideas of Theosophical Society. Dear children, you watch this video. Read the same topic in the textbook. If you do have doubts, you call me in person. Thank you.